Here's a look at your market recap on this Thursday, the 22nd day of May. Picked up about another 4,000 head of negotiated feedlot sales as of the 2 o'clock cutoff time for the report, up to 33,333 head for the week now. So far in Texas, still not a hoof is traded. In Kansas, up to about 2,500 head. Most of those sales did occur early in the week at 219. Later week sales at 224 up to 227. In Nebraska, reported just over 15,000 head now for the week. Live sales 229 to 231, mostly at 230. It's $1 to $2 higher than last week. Dress sales have ranged from 360 up to 370, mostly at 360. That's $2 higher than last week. In Iowa, just a few over 11,000 head for the week now. Live sales there have been from 228 up to 231, mostly at 230, $1 to $2 higher. And dress sales in Iowa from 360 up to 368, mostly at 360, $2 higher than a week ago. Box beef cutout values were higher for the day. Choice closed at $360.97, up $1.38. Select at $348.95, up 67 cents. Those values based on 81 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds. The Choice Select spread at $12.02. Mocan livestock market. They're still in the middle of their sale, but they've sold about 1,200 of their expected 1,700 head today. Look at the way some of the cattle are selling there. The steers, 400 to 500 pounds, $369 to $460. 5 to 6 weights at $374 to $420. 6 to 700 pound steers at $323 to $380. Some 7 to 8 weights at $316 to $329. Some 8 to 850 pound steers at $283 to $289. The feeder heifers, 4 to 500 pounds, $348 to $410. 5 to 6 weight heifers at $324 to $384. A few 6 to 650 pound heifers at $298 to $350. Taking a look at the closing futures markets on the Mercantile Exchange, live cattle for June up $1.47, $215.62. August at $210.50, up $1.85. October at $208.22, up $2.15. Feeder cattle, the May contract 90 cents lower at $295.40. August up $3.35 at $299.77. And September $298.62, up $3.57. Lean hogs for June, 98.70, down 82. July at 102.05, down 47. And August at 102 even, down 35. Turning our attention to the grain markets at the elevators around the state on Thursday, soybeans were up a nickel. Wheat steady to 5 lower, corn 2 cents higher. Corn bids at the elevators in St. Louis, 484, Kansas City 433 to 471. Soybean bids, St. Louis 1081, Kansas City 1047 to 1092. Wheat bids in St. Louis at 539 to 544, Kansas City at 539. On the Board of Trade, July corn up 2 cents, 463. The rest of contracts all lower for the day. September at 441, December 453 and a quarter. Soybeans for July up 4 3/4 at 1067 and a half. August at 1062 and a half, up 3 and a half. September at 1046 3/4, up 2 1/4. July wheat closed the day 4 3/4 cent lower, 544 and a half. September at 560 and a half, down 3 1/4, and December 583 and a quarter, down 2 1/4. Soybean meal for July up $4.40 a ton at $298.50. Soybean oil was down 72 cents a hundredweight at $49.11. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's a recap of your markets for Thursday. This is Tony Hancock.